So when did you start seeing a change in your life?
I mean, at one point, like I said, I remember at one point crying for like 5 years every night. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So every night, just crying. And of course, in the midst of crying, you talking to God, complaining, hurt. But one night, like, I called out to God. You know what I'm saying? And it just went away for some reason.
The tears, the hurt, all of it just went away?
It just got lifted and went away. And I was able to, I had peace. I got peace. And then I was able to, sleep and go to sleep without crying ever since. So now I'm like, that's how I know he was real. Yeah. And that happened on my way to jail. You know what I'm saying? So when I went to jail, man, jail was a blessing. I was in there, it wasn't nothing but me and the Lord. I was in isolation and stuff like that.
Oh, you were in isolation the whole time in jail?
Yeah, when you do a violent crime, they put you up in max. And max, you basically, everybody got their own separate cell. You locked down. I forgot. I think we was locked down for 35 hours. And then we was locked down for 18, 35, 18 or something like that.
Really?
So I'm in there with, people who, one dude, he was facing, his plea deal was life without parole, but he is facing a death penalty. So I'm in there with all types of cats. But God got a hold of me in there, and I just had peace. I had so much peace, man. It was crazy. I had peace. Yeah, I had so much peace to where, I'm fighting my case and stuff. I'm telling God, I'm talking to my mom and stuff when she come visit, praying that I get out. I'm like, nah, Mom, don't pray I get out. You know what I'm saying? Pray for the Lord's will.
So it got to that point where you wanted just the Lord's will.
Yeah,
oh, wow. So that was a real conversion that you was going through.
Right. And people was like, man, you know how it is. People go to jail and they just get really real religious and come out, you know what I'm saying, and go back to their old ways. No, I've been rocking with the Lord ever since.
And that was when? 2010 or?
Yeah, I went in 2010, got out the end of 2010. Yeah, walked out my little probation. I was scared to live because I didn't think I'd be able to live out probation either. You got to live a certain lifestyle, no fights, no this, no that. I'm like, up to this point, I've never went, a certain amount of time without doing this, that, and the third. So, but I was able to live that out with God, man, and He worked that out.
Okay, well, let's talk about the beauty and everything that you're going through after Christ. How was life for you?
Oh yeah, it's a beauty, to be married. You know what I'm saying? That's a beautiful thing. I got a beautiful son, Just purpose, he got me on a purpose, doing some beautiful and wonderful, mighty things that's, beyond me, you know what I'm saying? That's beautiful. Just the privilege to be the light, you know what I'm saying? The privilege to be the light and to serve God. Without the shame, it's beautiful, man. So, I'm gonna ride that till the wheels fall off, to the death of Him, man, for His glory. And that's a beautiful thing, just to live this life for God the way He wants to. Because in the world, in the past, I was scared to. God gave me a heart of love, versus, fear that I got. So now I'm unashamed. And people look at me crazy and things like that. But back then, I was scared to, be this. You know what I'm saying? But God's glory, man.
Wow, God has definitely brought you through a whole lot. So one last thing before we, get things wrapped up here. What would 29-year-old Stefan say to 19-year-old Stefan.
Just, man, like, yeah, man, it ain't the end. Be patient. Just be patient. You know what I'm saying? I gave up instead of being patient. Don't nobody want to be patient when they going through stuff. You know what I'm saying? But if I would have been patient, I probably could have lived to, you know what I'm saying, to see the other side of things without, you know what I'm saying, giving up and going to go do stupid stuff. You know So be patient.
Give him a try. Come on, what you got to lose? Give him a try. Come receive the good news. Give him a try. He is who he says. He proves he cannot lie. Give the Father a try.